Everyone, and welcome to our freshman virtual parent meeting. We hope that everybody has had a great start to the school year, and I know that tonight you're going to be given a lot of information that will help your student get through their freshman year. As with anything, if you need any help or anything that we can assist you with throughout the school year, please feel free to let us know. My email is billy.kirk@lumpkinschools.com. Thank you.
All right, you're going to hear from several people on this video in just a few minutes. Some of the people that you need to know that are here to assist your student in their transition to high school is our counseling team, our guidance counselors, Mr. Alan Hogan, working with last names A through F, Ms. Tanya Corbett, working with last names G through M, Ms. Chrison, working with last names N through Z, and our two wonderful department members, Coach Joseph Jones, who is our graduation coach, and Ms. Cindy Hunsinger, who is our school improvement specialist and RTI coordinator. As always, your administration is here for you. Our principal, Mr. Billy Kirk, myself, Whitney McPherson, Mr. Jason Limley, who is our assistant principal and CTAE director, and Ms. Amy Wade, who is our assistant principal, and she works with special education. You also may need to contact Ms. Julie Self in the guidance department or Ms. Kim Gooch with questions about transcripts and credits. As always, if there's anything that we can do for you, please reach out. All right, as we get into this presentation, the first thing that we want to talk about is transition. The transition to high school can be a tough one for students coming into high school, trying to get into what they want to do with their lives, researching their careers and choosing their electives to best support their post-secondary plans. But we're here to support you and support your student through this transition. Some of the resources that we have available to your student is the Collaborative Learning Center or Media Center, which also functions as a morning and lunchtime study spot. There's a coffee shop in there, and the students have access to computers and study materials. Our guidance center is available to you to your students for college and career guidance, as well as social and emotional needs and scheduling. We have a new college and career center for your student to apply for jobs as they get ready to take the SAT and ACT, and as they get interested in applying for scholarships and college. The college and career center in our guidance center is available for you. We do have Hope Counseling on site here at Lumpkin County High School this year. So if your student is in need of social and emotional counseling, please contact our counseling department to help get a referral for the Hope Counseling Center. We also have peer mentors that Ms. Chrison will talk to you about in just a minute to aid in the transition to high school. And we have a teacher as advisor program where your student is partnered with a teacher in a small group. They meet about once a month as a connection to make sure that there's one teacher that tracks them for 4 years and manages their individual graduation plan and makes sure that they have everything that they need to graduate on time. Talking about the individual graduation plan, we need to talk a little bit about course registration this school year. The registration process, teachers are going to begin in just a few short weeks, helping your students select their academic classes for next year. They use EOC scores, attendance data, and their individual graduation plans to ensure your student is registered for the right academic class. After fall and spring academic registration, students will also select their elective courses. And as always, you'll have an opportunity to sign off on all of their requests before they're turned into a schedule. And the counselors will enter those requests and send them home to you for your approval. In November and December is the first round of academic registration. So if your student is scheduled for math and English this semester, their math and English teacher will recommend them for their math and English for next year. In February, we'll do that again. The academic classes that they have in the spring, if they have science and social studies in the spring, those teachers will recommend them for their science and social studies for their 10th grade year. In February, we'll also have an elective fair for the students to learn about all of the careers and electives that we have here on campus, as well as the virtual options for electives. And students will make those selections, and they will be sent home to you for approval. We will be entering all of the course requests, and then you'll have several opportunities to approve those before they become the final schedule. This is an example of the course registration that their teachers will fill out for them. As you can see, under each academic, there's a place for a parent signature if you need to make a change to the academic that's requested for your student. On the back of that same document are the elective options for the 2021 school year, and your students will rank 8 options of electives that they're interested in taking. They'll choose 4 electives and 4 alternates to make sure that they get something that they're interested in for their sophomore year. There are several opportunities for schedule changes. You'll be invited to come in to meet with the counselors in March if you need to make any changes to the course request. We'll have a schedule change day in May and another one in July. And students will be given a grace period of 9 school days to drop and add a class once the semester begins. And as always, waivers are offered for academic courses to increase or decrease the academic rigor of the course depending on your student's individual graduation plan. And now for graduation requirements, Ms. Crisson.
I'm going to speak briefly about the graduation requirements here at Lumpkin. We do require 28 credits total to graduate. As Ms. McPherson talked in TAA, your students should get an IGP, which is an individual graduation plan. Basically, it breaks down to they need 4 English, 4 math, 4 science, 4 social studies, 3 fine arts, CTAE or foreign language, 1 health and personal fitness, or 3 JROTC credits, and 8 additional electives. We also have opportunity for advanced placement classes for 10th graders. We have AP Biology, AP American Government, and AP Computer Science. As Ms. McPherson mentioned earlier, we do have the course request. In those electives, your students will have the opportunity to select a pathway. As you can see on the screen, we have multiple different pathways here at Lumpkin. 3 pathway credits are required to complete, and your student can choose those based on their electives in the course request.
And I am Tanya Corbett, and I'm going to just speak for a minute on the post-secondary process and HOPE requirements. So when your student is looking at what they want to do when they graduate, the first thing is those graduation requirements, and then after that, taking SATs and ACTs, which would happen during their junior year, unless they are going to do dual enrollment junior year, and then they would need to do it at the end of 10th grade. At this time, they can start looking at colleges and technical schools to see what programs are offered, visit those colleges, visit probe fairs, which is when all of the colleges come in, or technical school fairs, which we have both of those here at Lumpkin County High School. Generally speaking, they're applying to 3 to 5 colleges. They're going to be looking for recommendations, want to keep up with what's offered at each school and what kinds of scholarships are offered. We will have scholarship page on our website that they can see scholarships. So while it seems like we've just begun, it is time to start kind of looking in that direction so that they know what courses they need to take in order to be prepared for the next level. When we talk about HOPE and Zell Miller, I'll just mention briefly that HOPE is a 3.0 core GPA, meaning English, math, science, social studies, and foreign language, and they must have 4 rigor courses. There is a list. It's a very long list, so don't be misled by thinking it's only APs or dual enrollment courses. There's a lot of just regular general courses that are considered rigorous. Zell Miller is the 4 rigor courses, as well as a 3.7 GPA on those core classes and a 1200 SAT or a 26 on the ACT. HOPE and Zell Miller grants apply to career tech schools, and they maintain a 2.0 or a 3.5. And then there's a career grant that is for specific work industries where the workforce is in need, and so the schools will actually pay for their school in those areas. Dual enrollment is an option here at Lumpkin County High School. A student can earn credit for college while they are in high school. We have partnerships with UNG, North Georgia Tech, and Lanier Tech, and it's important that you and your student meet with your student's counselor in order to understand the requirements of dual enrollment as well as their the appropriate placement for them for dual enrollment. And now Ms. Crisson will speak to peer mentor.
Mr. Alan Hogan, one of our fellow counselors, is the sponsor of what we call a peer mentor program. An upperclassman is paired with a small group of freshmen to help with the transition process. They meet once a month in the TAA advisement and go over curriculum and guiding questions to help with that transition process.
We offer a great opportunity for all of our students after school each day. It's called Learning Lab. And Learning Lab is held in-house, and it's free tutoring, homework help, and preparation for upcoming assignments provided by certified teachers in that area. We have math, language arts, science, and social studies teachers daily, and we have foreign language once a week. Students don't have to sign up. They can decide, work it out with you what days they want to stay. They report to room G05, and we get them with the appropriate tutor and provide a snack and a bus ride home.
So it's important through all of this during their freshman year that you stay connected. We have several ways for you to do that. One is to sign up for a Remind. If you want to do that, you would text at LCHS 9T to 81010 to receive the 9th grade text messages. If you want to receive a weekly email on every Friday for the upcoming week to let you know what deadlines and scheduled events are coming up, you would sign up for the Indian Memo at the web address there. We are also very active on social media. It's a great way for you to see all the positive things that are going on here at school without having to come into the school building. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We also have a district app where you can keep up with the high school and school system calendars. We thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are looking forward to this as an opportunity to reach more parents doing these meetings virtually. We welcome your feedback. If you like this or don't like this, please let us know. That way we can do things to best suit our parents and students. We are here for you. Just shoot us an email or give us a call and let us know how we can help you. Thank you.